The rise of streaming platforms has truly revolutionized the way people consume movies and online content. This debate, however, is not about whether something is worse than the other. In this case, it's not about how traditional cinema is worse than streaming services, because we simply believe that those two things coexist, which means that people, they still go to cinemas to watch their favorite TV show, their favorite blockbusters, while sometimes they may enjoy staying at home to watch some independent films or some short clips or short movies on streaming services like Netflix, HBO, or Disney Plus. But this is more on how the rise of streaming services has truly impacted people's lives and the way they watch movies. It's our team's burden to prove how this rise has had tremendous benefits on people's lives and other stakeholders. Without this rise, people are going to be affected. And the other side, they has to prove and mention how the rise of those streaming platforms are so bad to the world, the people, and the traditional cinemas themselves. So first, coming straight to our setup, for definition, streaming services, they're basically online providers of content delivered over the internet, which can be accessed to a connected TV, mobile phone, or any other devices that has an internet connection. And traditional cinemas, they're places that people go to watch and they pay to watch a movie. So for framing, the first question that both sides need to consider is on what do people want whenever they watch a movie, right? The first factor is none other than convenience, because when you want to watch a movie, you want to see the movie as soon as possible. For me, if I want to watch Barbie or if I want to watch like Titanic, I just want to watch it as soon as possible by opening like a TV series or opening on Netflix. I don't want to make a schedule like on Friday or on Saturday, and I don't want to wait. Second of all is uncomfortability, especially for busy people. They don't have time to watch an entire movie in one go. Like for me as a ninth grader with a lot of homework and deadlines, I just simply don't have time to watch like Avatar for 3 hours or any kind of other movies for 2 hours straight. This is basically impossible for a lot of the majority of people out there. So instead, for streaming services, they can basically watch it separately, like even pause or skip ahead on some parts that you may not enjoy. And lastly, it is a wide variety of content to choose from. And the second thing we want to make clear on side proposition is how streaming services will not affect traditional cinemas or theaters. Because believe it or not, people they still go to cinemas occasionally because of the effect of the big screens and the environment. However, not every movie is shown on the big screen, especially independent films from independent filmmakers. Therefore, people they still go to cinemas to get a chance to watch big blockbusters like Barbie or Titanic, but streaming service it's more kind of like a TV series or show or movies that people don't have a chance to watch at the cinema. Because oftentimes, if you want to watch a movie at the cinema, you have to make a schedule. And sometimes those schedules are tentative, which means that they can change and you can be flexible with your work and you might not get a chance to watch the movie altogether. So streaming services, they kind of like provide an opportunity for people who want to watch the movie anytime and anywhere they want. Therefore, two stakeholders in this debate. First one is on how people they watch movies, and second is on independent filmmakers. And those two stakeholders are tremendously important in this debate as a whole. So in this speech, I'll provide two arguments. First one is on how the rise impacts people who consume movies, and the second one is on how the rise brings opportunity to independent filmmakers. Coming straight to the first argument on how the rise impacted people who consume movies. And here we simply believe that this allows viewers to watch content anytime and anywhere with an internet connection. Like for traditional cinemas, which require like you actually going there, like physical attendance, screening schedules, like even tickets, streaming services just provide content on demand. And for example, a working professional with a tight schedule can watch a movie at their convenience rather than just have to find a suitable cinema screening. The impact of this is a lot because the flexibility benefits a lot of like types of audiences, not just for students, not just for busy people, but including those with disabilities or even parents with young children, because oftentimes parents find it really hard to have one-on-one session with each other. Therefore, streaming services provide them with a lot of benefits. And for people in rural areas who might not have the access to cinemas as well. And another thing I like to make is that how this is really cost effective for cinemas, and especially the rise of streaming services has made like watching movies a lot of like a way more cost effectiveness, because oftentimes you just pay monthly, like it costs like up around $60 or $10 a month to watch movies on some kind of streaming services. But a family of four going to the cinema might spend like even $40 to even like $80 on a ticket alone, whereas a monthly Netflix subscription costs around just $10 or $20, and it allows unlimited viewing. So the impact of this is that it's very affordable, and this gives you access to entertainment. It gives you a lot of access to even high quality screen and high quality pictures and films from across the globe. Second argument is on how this gives independent filmmakers a lot of opportunities. Because first of all, traditional studios or cinemas, they mostly prioritize blockbuster films with guaranteed viewers, with guaranteed financial outcome. And they don't have, like, they have less room for independent filmmakers like other streaming platforms. However, allow for more experimental and diverse content to thrive, which therefore there's a lot of movies on Netflix or a lot of other TV series on HBO or on Amazon, which doesn't gain a lot of global recognition, but there's still a lot of people who watch them simply because they're independent filmmakers, and this gives them more chance to watch movies. So that's the reason why we want to make clear on how traditional cinema will still stay there, because people will still want to watch some independent, like some movies on the cinema at the cinema. But for independent filmmakers, streaming services allows those filmmakers to spread the love and spread more awareness on their film. The impact of this is that this leads to greater representation of different cultures, of different perspective, and like storytelling techniques, and this will basically even enhance the movie industry a lot more. And on the final note we want to make is that how the rise of streaming services is really sustainable and it's really beneficial for the environment. Because let's notice the fact that for cinemas or for traditional cinemas, like large and it consumes a massive amount of electricity, like for projectors, for air conditioning, and for lighting, which really is not effective and unsustainable for the environment as a whole. But as the world moves more towards sustainability, streaming services will offer a more eco-friendly entertainment because you just basically stay at home and pay monthly for the TV show that you're going to watch. So overall, very proud to propose on how streaming services has truly, the rise of this has truly benefited people's lives.